So I failed 8 classes in law school, but I still managed to get a job in a law firm. But it was hard. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Like, it was hard. Mainly because most law firms that I was applying to would request an academic transcript, and they do decide whether or not they want to proceed with the application based on your grades. Like, even though, in my opinion, grades don't really reflect how good you will be in the workplace. Because skills like people skills, the technical skills, speaking with clients, you learn that from actual work experience and not from simply studying. But the reality for me was that I had 8 failed classes on my transcript, and they were always going to be on my transcript. So it made finding a job a lot harder. But it was not impossible. But for full, complete transparency, how I ended up with the job I have now is that I did my practical legal training, aka the POT, at Leo Cussin. And the reason why I chose Leo Cussin to do my POT is because they have the option for them to arrange your mandatory placement for you. So I chose that option because it lifted a huge weight off my shoulders from trying to find something myself. So they arranged my placement for me. I went to the placement. I did really well at the placement, and they offered me a job, and I didn't have to go through an interview process or whatever. So I feel so lucky and so grateful to be able to have gotten my job like that. So that sort of answers the question here, was that I just simply had my placement arranged, and then I put my best foot forward with the skills and the work experience that I already had, gave it my all, not with the expectation that they would offer me a job, but for my own dignity and my integrity as well, is, showing how much to myself that I can be a really good worker. But I can show how I did get a job at my last law firm, and with full transparency with that, they did not request an academic transcript from me. And that was the way that they trained me in that law firm, really showed how much they value your prior work experience and what that work experience brings to, like, how you bring that work experience to the table, more than the grades that you did. So this is actually the job table that I used for the past 2 years. Really helped me just stay on track of all of my job applications. Obviously, I had the company name there. I would have the status. For example, these are the different statuses depending on the stage. So I either applied for a job, or I contacted someone on LinkedIn, or I sent a cold email to a law firm. So I categorized it based on that. And then, of course, obviously the position, I put the due date, like, for example, like if they have a deadline of when applications will close. And then towards the end, I would put the URL so I can easily get back to it, and then other additional notes. I guess, like, the kind of whole thing to sort of learn from this is that, yeah, maybe there'll be recruiters out there that would think of, I don't want to say bad grades, let's just say if they